update OBS before
computer?
starting your computer?
Oh, this is...
Or did you restart your computer after you had updated OBS?
Restart my computer after.
Yes. Did you update OBS today? Hear any anymore?
I hear it. No, you're right. No, I hear it through
Yeah,
the screen.
it was there for a second. It was all there for a second. Same. Hello, stream. Hello, world. The hell? What is?
Hello, you gorgeous people.
This is crazy.
This is certainly an interesting stream.
I think there's a first for everything.
I hope you're enjoying your first cast.
I'm enjoying it still.
Okay, and we're here. Okay, well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Map 2 S&D, I guess. I think this is the first time you're hearing our beautiful voices for the night. So let me just say, it's Gun Puppet here with my good friend Super. This is his first cast tonight. Did an awesome job on Map 1. Unfortunately, nobody heard it, but I heard it, and it was awesome. So, flowers.
We'll get you back. But as we're hopping on, you know, I think Cam had a great, I think round 2, he popped off with 3 kills and winning it. Hopefully, Atlanta Dazed can keep that momentum going. They're 4-1, so let's see if they can keep it going. You know, they're on defense, so let's see if they can retake this site. 3v3. Manitoba is here on site. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, I mean, Manitoba on site, but they get dropped. 2 players drop, 3 players, and now the defuse will come through. Atlanta is doing a really great job in this map. I mean, they had a really good first half of map 1, but then Manitoba was actually able to bring it back in, like, a really impressive comeback. So now, like, Atlanta is, like, 5-1. Like, if Manitoba wants to be the comeback kid of this series, you know, maybe win 5 in a row. However, Atlanta definitely looking dominant on this map 2 S&D so far. Hopefully, looking to tie the series 1-1.
Hopefully, I mean, as for S&D, it's like your strategy should be either, you know, getting a kill, you know, or setting up for a plant. You know, you don't want to rush things because then you start making mistakes. You want to play slow, see if the enemy, you know, slips up, you know, and then you guys can capitalize on that. So let's see if Manitoba can mount this comeback. Let's see. You know, there's a first for everything, like they did in map 1. So I hope we can see something from Manitoba this map 2.
Yeah, that's not going to be a good development though. 3 versus 2 on the side of Atlanta. You see Atlanta kind of struggling to maybe get this bomb across the garden wall here, but Savvy goes down. Now at this point, you're just playing team deathmatch. It's Reggie versus the world here, as Reggie is just trying to stop the plan from coming through, but Atlanta knows where he is, and they will chase him up that second floor of the Hacienda house. A really, really great map, very dominant map out of Atlanta there. I mean, really important map for their mentality. I think just kind of showing us that they are back in the series, and giving themselves a little bit of confidence. But
In our map 3 on Vault Control here.
yeah, and again, Atlanta's a team to watch here. Haven't dropped a control all season. Let's see if this is the map where they do it. Definitely Manitoba wants to go 2-1 in the series, but as we start out, Manitoba will get 2 on Atlanta. Atlanta will return with 2 on the Manitoba. So pretty much even game here, but Atlanta maybe having a slighter advantage being on the defensive side. It would maybe be a little bit of a concern if they were to lose this map. Manitoba just trying to find entrance onto the point. Looks like they stopped just short of that first tick, but now they're the maybe, yeah, they get that first tick. Not able to get anything else, but Manitoba, 1 tick down the drain and hopefully 2 more to go to extend the time.
Exactly. And in Manitoba, they just get map control. They don't have any at the moment. They're getting picked off as soon as they start going for Alpha or Bravo. So if you gotta just rally as a team and pick one and start going for it, or just get some kills and then hop the point. You know, you just gotta get something going. You don't want to be stuck in your base getting killed off of spawns. You know, that would kill anything you got going for this game. You know, you want to get out of those spawn traps. You want to get map control and stop the defense team from killing you guys and getting you guys off the point.
Yeah, definitely. And control spawn traps can really spell the end of your game there. Thankfully, though, Manitoba not falling prey to that. They will get that first A point. And now you see Atlanta trying to regroup on deciding how best to defend the B point. You see a player in top art. You see a couple players come out of bottom art, get onto the point. They're doing a good job so far, but live count is pretty neck and neck. So it might just be a TDM game at this point. We have 1:30 on the clock. Plenty of time to work with for both teams here. But for Atlanta, I mean, you have somebody stopping the clock by just, getting 1 or 2 players onto the point. You're definitely going to want that clock ticking down. But Atlanta, they're losing the gunfights that they need to win.
Oh yeah, and no one's you got no Atlanta player up and top art trying to cut off some important lanes that could go to B, but as you said, that's round 1 over. Manitoba took it. No one couldn't stop them. Manitoba was able to keep them off of art, and no one couldn't push them with someone on statue watching over them. So I mean, big plays from Manitoba, and for them to get on some power positions to stop Atlanta from getting anywhere near that point.
Yeah, I mean, we might be living in upside down land this series here. I mean, Atlanta drops a defense in control. Manitoba drops an S&D for the first time in the season, and Atlanta drops a hard point, even though they have a better hard point score between the two teams. We might be living in an upside down world here. I mean, we'll see how Atlanta responds in this offensive round, but I mean, if they drop another round, this could be really, really dangerous for them. You see a lot of fights happening in that catwalk area, but Manitoba wins them all. Not Cloudsy gets a 3 streak. I believe not Cloudsy. It could be another player due to the lobby, the scoreboard glitch. But I mean, the point is the same. Atlanta is not winning the gunfights that they need to. They barely have any progress on A. That's being wiped away. The clock is dwindling. Atlanta just needs to figure out how to get something going here.
Exactly. As you're saying that there's 2 on A capturing it, can Savvy take them both? He does. He get a double. Oh, right there. Able to clear them off. They were able to get 1 tick, but as long as you stop them from progressing on that tick, you did your job. You want to keep them off of that point and get them in that spawn trap. You had all 3 down. You want to get in there and just keep them in those spawn traps. Get dwindle that time that they can't utilize and get any map control. So if you're Atlanta, you want to get out of that spawn trap, get some good positions on this map, and get back in this game. You don't want to go down 2-0 on this map.
For sure. I mean, good news for Atlanta, though. They are striking back. This A point has become the center of the battlefield here. The question is, can Atlanta see it through to 3 ticks? It's only up to 5 and 7, Invictus and Walker, I'm just going to call it. But Manitoba gets those players down and is able to deplete the rest of the tick. There's only 16 seconds left. And now, this is the spawn trap that we talked about last round. It's coming through. Manitoba doesn't want any Atlanta player crossing the 30-yard line. You will see Walker getting into the A zone, maybe just trying to stop the clock. But as soon as they get onto it, they get cut down. And Atlanta looks like they have dropped 2 rounds in a row in their game mode that was flawless up until now in the season.
Exactly. And Manitoba is doing so well. They once they clear them off, getting 3 down or 4 down, they immediately push their spawns and try to keep them there and try and get some kills so that they could dwindle their lives and stop them from getting any more ticks. I mean, they're making big plays as a team, and hopefully they can keep that momentum. And then Atlanta, they just need to come as a team and start playing together. I just feel like they're not winning their one-on-ones, or they're not pushing together. I hope they can turn this around. You can still come back, even though you're down 2. There's room to come back. There's never you're out in this game mode.
Exactly, especially like a game mode like Control where every round it resets. You could definitely have a reverse sweep here, but you're gonna have to fix some of the issues you've been having, like we talked about, the teamwork. I mean, we start to round, Atlanta now gets sent back to their spawn again. Manitoba putting that teamwork into effect has several players stacking the point. They at least get a tick before Atlanta is right back on it, trying to clear them again, but they are losing some gunfights. A trade does come through, but Manitoba comes out on top on that A zone again, and you have 3 players hovering around it again. That second tick comes through, and that third tick seemingly does come through. Yes, the A zone is captured. Now on the B. This is where Atlanta really struggled to get a good defense last time, but it looks like it's in their favor for now. Manitoba sent back their spawn, and now they have an opportunity here to set up, take a breath, and figure out this B zone.
Exactly. I think you got a player like Not Cloudsy going big for you. He's making sure that his team that are on the point, he's getting those kills around them, making sure that no one's going to take them off that point. He's making sure that he's watching the important lane so his teammates are on that point, capturing it. So I think they're just making big plays. Atlanta you got Cam and Phoenix over here. They're trying to get their team back in this game. They're trying to get them in the spawn trap, so let's see if they can keep that going. Hopefully Atlanta can rally together and get them in that spawn trap like they Manitoba were able to do on them.
Yeah. I mean, the good news if you're Atlanta is that they haven't gotten any progress on B. The bad news is that they're certainly creeping up that side of the map. Although Atlanta has no players down, so if you're going to win some gunfights, it's going to have to be now. Number 3 on the point and Savvy, last player goes down, and now Atlanta has a full reset again. We've learned from production that this is Atlanta's map pick. I mean, we'll see how this round goes, but dropping 2 rounds in a row, not the best look. And now you have number 64 and Cloudsy sneaking up that top area and looking to catch this number 5 and Invictus off guard. You have Manitoba struggling to get out of their point, but I mean, it's 3-12. I didn't even see the live count. Might be chalk for Manitoba. Atlanta might be getting some footing here. But this is their map pick. Can they make the reverse sweep happen on their own map pick? We'll have to see. But Manitoba not going to win this round, so Atlanta is safe and secure for now.
And like we said, Atlanta was able to put them in that spawn trap and was able to just stop them and their tracks, so they couldn't get out of their spawn. They were just able to just read them like a book. They knew where they were spawning and how to just kill them off of spawn. They were able to just do it perfectly that round. If they could keep that going on their offense, I think they could come back and tie it 2-2. I hope Atlanta can turn it around. Manitoba only needs 1 round here, and they're on defense. Their defense has been good, so if they could keep it going, the series might be told differently.
Yeah, I gotta say also, like, when we're on the conversation of Atlanta working as a team, I didn't even realize the live count go down as quickly in the final minute of that last round. I was watching the stream back when I was talking about it, it was like 13 to like 10, and then within a couple of minutes it was like 12 to 3, which shows like Atlanta dropped 1 kill and they're working as a team now. So, I mean, can that translate over to offense? Let's see. They certainly got 3 players on the B point. They really shell-shock Manitoba on this side of the map here. They get all the kills that they need to, and B just can't be saved. There you go. Atlanta has captured B in lightning time, and now, if you're Atlanta, you do have 3 down, but you're happy. You're on the A now.
No, exactly. And B's one of those tough ones to capture because of where it's positioned. You know, that defense team could get there quick, or if they're positioned top art, they could just kill you. So for them to get it first, that was impressive. They were able to get one of the really tough ones, one of the tough points. Can they do it for A, which is now going to be probably really hard to break through? You know, if Manitoba can set up perfectly, you know, cutting those big lanes and making them funnel through one position. And Atlanta, if you got the lives are about even, so you just have the time on your side. So use it wisely and push. You know, get those kills and push as a team.
Yeah, and I mean, Manitoba is using Spawn Trap to good effect here. They just want to get Atlanta down in the live count, which may be enough to seal the game here. Atlanta's going to have to get a couple of nice kills, but just hasn't come through yet. Manitoba's getting triple kill after triple kill. It's now 16 and 10. Atlanta is going to have to fight themselves out of this box sooner or later. I mean, I think that's Reggie in the kill feed tearing it up, though. Finally does go down. Maybe that gives Atlanta some clearance. You see them rushing to the point. They are in that bottom vault area, but if they can maybe just step on the point, stop the clock, that might be good enough for now. Atlanta Dazed stopping the clock, but does get cut down. It's now 11 versus 5. Atlanta Dazed has to pay attention to the live count here. Just 5 more kills, and it's over.
Yeah, 5 more. I mean, it's 4 now. I mean, Atlanta got to play as a team and be careful how they're going to push these players because they're down to 3-2 now. Just Walk and Phoenix. What can they do being the last 2 alive on Atlanta? You know, they're both one's on Cat, and now it's just Phoenix. What could Phoenix do? He's trying to just get some info to see if he can get any kills right now. He sees Reggie, and no, Savvy picks him off, and Manitoba wins map 3. 3-1. I mean, that's crazy. I thought Atlanta was gonna make a play. You know, they win that one. You know, the great defense from them. It's just their offense. I think they just weren't communicating, or something was off, and they just couldn't wrap up.
So we'll see how this one goes.
Let's see. If you're on the side of Atlanta, you want to contest the hill and as well going for that spawns for P2. You know, you're at a disadvantage right now. You got to go for P2 spawns and get it set up so that you're in the favorable side.
Yeah, I mean, P2 definitely has to be on your mind. It looks like I think maybe Atlanta maybe secured P2. And also doing a good job of maybe soaking up some time on the point. Manitoba, though, they still have plenty of time to make a play for those P2 spawns. But I mean, this is how Atlanta does it. This is how they did map 1. Just soak up time while people are fighting everywhere else. Get the spawns for next, and, you know, you're in the lead before you can blink. Manitoba surely doesn't want that to happen again, though.
Oh, exactly. I mean, it's only like a 10-point difference between the 2 teams. So, I mean, going into P2, you as a player on Atlanta, you're not, you know, phased by that. You still can come back. P2's like a money hill. If you can hold P2, you can come back and extend your lead. So you want to hold this if you're Atlanta. And then Manitoba, same thing. You want to go for P2 spawns and hold it. You know, this is a big money hill like P4.
Yeah, and it looks like Manitoba is doing a great job of getting all that time. Atlanta is, again, trying to flood in any which way they can, but Lanky is giving them the business with that little melee kill over there. Manitoba, like, getting kills all around the map. I think Atlanta might be 3 or 4 down at this point. Manitoba has the spawns. Atlanta, as soon as they round the corner, there's a Manitoba player to get them. 3 down again on the side of Atlanta. And what we saw in the first hardpoint is struggling to come out right now.
Exactly. But if Atlanta can, with that 8 seconds, just chalk it, start setting up for P3, you know, it start getting those cutoffs, you know, having someone top cat, you know, it's putting you gotta put players in powerful positions to cut off those lanes that you can get pinched from. So if Atlanta could do that, they can hold P3 and come back. And Manitoba, you got the lead. You're not gonna worry about that time limit. You're already on it. You're already extending it. See if they can keep it going on the side of Manitoba.
For sure, Manitoba now up, I think, like 70 points in the map. Atlanta just struggling to make anything happen. They're getting cut down as soon as they cross those that kind of the kind of piano room. As soon as they come into the pool area, they're just getting cut down. But finally, Manitoba goes 3 down. You see the last player maybe getting some points on the map. They're spawning P2, which is not good for them for P4. But you see Lanky trying to reverse that, trying to get into the spawn here, but it's going to come up with a few players right on the staircase. Now it might be between Phoenix and that player in the back there. Lanky doing a great job of playing their life, though. Still making a challenge for these spawns, but is right above a player that gets cut down. Now Manitoba has control of P number 4, and Atlanta, they're going to have to get onto it if they want to stop the bleeding. Almost 100-point difference now in the map.
No, exactly. I mean, you're looking at Reggie and Linky. You know, those two players are actually holding important lanes, killing anyone that's trying to go for a pinch or for the spawns. You know, so if they could keep doing that, they can extend the lead. You know, but as right now, Atlanta's on the point. They're back. If they can hold this last 20 seconds, they could decrease that deficit. You know, you wanna get back in this game. They can start it with P1 on the second set of rotations, you know. And if you're Atlanta, you're asking yourself, well, we got to change it up. I think it's your one-on-ones and then you guys playing for trades. I think we haven't seen them play for trades a lot. They've been going 3 down a lot for the side of Atlanta. I think they needed to slow it down and try and bring Manitoba to match their play style if you're the side of Atlanta.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this next set of rotations is really, I think, going to write the story of how this game is going to end. You have trades coming through, like, really, like, quite a bit in the kill feed here, but Atlanta is the one soaking up the time. I mean, you know, as much trades come through as they come through, what matters is who is on the time. And Atlanta did get a good chunk of that P number 1, but now it's again about P number 2. It looks like Atlanta is spawning in the inopportune location. Looks like that scrap time on P1 will remain unclaimed, and if Atlanta wants to get across this 50-yard line, they're gonna have to deal with Reggie in this top kind of catwalk area, just cutting players down as they reveal themselves. Manitoba looking to have some solid time on this P number 2, but Atlanta, this is where the game could get ahead of you. So you see Invictus trying to fight for it. I mean, Atlanta, they're going to have to fight to their very last second here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, every time they're trying to break this point, there's someone waiting for them on the side of Manitoba. So, I mean, if you're Atlanta, you're going to have to play close to get together, you know, and trade out those kills. I mean, you got Reggie getting doubles and Lanky getting his doubles. So it's just, you got players on the side of Manitoba just picking up important kills to hold this P2. So if you're Atlanta, you just gotta keep pushing and trying to contest it at least on your side.
Yeah, 4 seconds left in the P2, but Manitoba has extended their lead yet again. It's gonna be P3 now. Atlanta will get the point. You know, Atlanta is just one full 60 away from being right back into this map. Question is, can they do it, especially on a P3 that tends to be pretty mixy? The trades are happening. The kill feed is checkerboard pattern. Manitoba does come out on top for now. Phoenix tries to challenge it, but gets cut down. Atlanta just trying to figure out a way to at least make this a neutral zone, but not happening so far. You see Phoenix again trying to challenge, but the bartender there laying on the ground is not going to be serving any drinks today. Instead, they're going to be serving bullets. Atlanta really struggling on this P number 3. And P4 might be your last hope to get into this game. So if you're Atlanta, I think that's got to be your focus at this point.
Oh yeah, if you're Atlanta, you're looking at P4 to be your whole 60 seconds to get back in this game, you know, and be 20 points difference. So Atlanta's got to hold this, but Cloudsy's picking up a double back in the back. So I mean, Manitoba's making some big plays for P4, and they captured it. So if Phoenix can hold this and trying to play around and get some kills, you know, wait for his teammates to break it, but he doesn't. Lanky picks him up. So let's see what Atlanta could do. You only got 30 seconds left on this point, and Manitoba is at 197 right now.
Yeah, and as you say that, Manitoba crosses the coveted 200-point mark. It's looking pretty grim for Atlanta. Manitoba is just playing with confidence here. I mean, this is the confidence that makes Chumpions here in the CRL. Atlanta, they're fighting tooth and nail to at least get some scrap time. Just keep Manitoba off the point. Looks like they'll be able to do it. Manitoba will focus on P1, but I mean, Atlanta, you're gonna have to, at the very least, keep them off. They can win it here. They only need 43 seconds left. Manitoba gets a 2-piece. Cloudsy goes down in response, but Manitoba collecting some time. You see that Phoenix player from top catwalk just monitoring the zone, maybe trying to cut into that P2 area, thinking about the next rotation over to P2. But Atlanta getting some time. Manitoba not stressing yet, but if Atlanta is able to at least keep Manitoba out and get a good P2 start, this could get out of Manitoba's hands, but Manitoba doing pretty well so far.
Exactly. If you're Atlanta, you want to keep them off the point and get on it yourself and go for those P2 spawns. You want to start looking for P2 spawns right now, because that P2 is a money hill, and Manitoba can close it out on that. So if you're Atlanta, you want to go for those spawns and the point, because you could surely count on Manitoba trying to break your setup for P2 and close it out on P2.
Yeah, I mean, this is Manitoba's point to lose, to be quite honest with you. And Atlanta knows that. They know they need to get on it. You see them in the spawn area, winning an important one on the side of Phoenix. Soaking up some time, but Manitoba only needs 19 seconds left. That is just 1-4 down for Atlanta away from losing this map. But you still have Phoenix being able to come up from behind the point. Tag teams with, I think, walk up. Cloudsy now trying to get some bullets onto the point. Manitoba looks like they have complete dominance here. I'd be surprised if Atlanta can touch it again. Yeah, 3 down on the side of Atlanta. I think that's it. Manitoba go up 3-1 in the series, and Atlanta needs to win 3 in a row to become champions for this season.
I mean, they were able to hold P2 really good, you know, closing out stairs and piano. I mean, if you close out those 2 lanes, they're just going to funnel through the front of P2, you know, and that's easy kills right there. So, I mean, Manitoba were just able to hold it as a team and pick up some doubles or some single kills. And it's just
map
Atlanta
of the season. And, I mean, now is the time to shine. Atlanta, on the defense first, that's a good sign. But, I mean, Manitoba, the confidence they have, let's see. They're running right towards that A point. Not even looking where they're going. Couple nades go over this little wall here in the center, and a couple bullets come out, but nothing too interesting yet.
Yeah, they're really aggressive. They really push for mid glow, but 2 die from a nade from Phoenix. That is big. Now you're down 2 for Manitoba. If let's see, Savvy can pick up this kill. He does. Let's see if he could. It's a 2 versus 3 right now. And Walk picks up Clouds, and then who was it? Someone picked up that last member of Manitoba. I mean, I think Manitoba got a little reckless right there. They got aggressive without getting any info, and that hurt them in the end. You know, Atlanta was just waiting for them to make a mistake, and they just capitalized it in winning that first round.
Yeah, I think that car grenade really did it for them. Once you have those two players go down, you have the bomb carrier pushed up quite a bit. Now that bomb carrier is without a support. It's like, do you retreat? You have somebody in top heaven looking at you. You have all Atlanta players all around the middle trying to scout you out. It was a tough situation with that really impressive nade kill. But Atlanta 1-0 in the round so far, getting first blood on the Reggie or Lanky or Reggie. I don't know. Goddamn kill feed. But yeah, I mean, this is how Atlanta wants to start this map.
Yeah, if you're Manitoba, this retake on B is really tough. You know, the team, you're already down 1, so it's a 3v4. What are you going to do on a retake on B? You know, Atlanta's already got a good setup. It's a 2v3. Let's see what Lanky do. He gets taken out by Walk. Clouds gets taken out. It's this B site. It's a really tough one to retake. You know, if you're on defense, you want to throw some players on that site because that's a popular site for the offense team.
Honestly, with the way this S&E is going, I might have to hit up Atlanta after this series and be like, yo, can you coach my team in S&D for next season? Like, these guys look like absolute S&D reapers. This is kind of out of hand.
Oh, for sure. They're playing amazing. I think if you're a fan of Atlanta right now, you want them to be playing crazy like that. Their offense and defense are really flawless right now. If they could keep that up, they might win this map, you know, and take us to map 5 or map 6, a correction.
Yeah, I mean, winning this map is going to be huge. I want to see a map 7. I really do. I've never casted a map 7 before. But a slow round so far here. Atlanta on the defense again. Manitoba trying not to make the same mistakes as last time. Not trying to be too aggressive. Avoiding that car, I think, that blew them up the last time. A couple shots ring out. But both teams are hunkered in their side of the map. And again, nothing too interesting as Manitoba will put their best foot forward. Try to creep up the map here. That bomb carrier is getting close to the A zone. But you do have some Atlanta members you have to watch out for, as Manitoba does go down 1.
Yeah, and then you got Invictus up there in top heaven for his team. Getting that info, he knows there's one their side of heaven, and he gets him. Invictus able to pick off Stavy. And then Phoenix able to pick up his kill. That's 4 down for the Manitoba. I mean, that was quick. As soon as one fell, the rest just went with the feed. There was no time in between. There's no action. It was just quick.
Yeah, I was going to say Manitoba gets the bomb down, but they pay for it with all of their lives. And Atlanta just like makes it look easy. like if you just kind of like showed somebody this map, you would never understand that this series was as competitive as it was. But Atlanta making S&D look easy. This is definitely going to be a map to study after the season. But I mean, Atlanta gaining some confidence. That's what you want to see out of them. That second win might carry them through the rest of the series, but they're going to have to close this map out first. Now on the offense to see if they could do what Manitoba couldn't.
No, exactly. And Atlanta's here. They're pushing for A, and they already got 1 down for the side of Manitoba. So if they could capitalize on that, they might be able to, you know, win this round. I mean, Atlanta's been playing phenomenally right now. If they could keep it going, this is their series, you know. Let's see if they could keep that momentum going, you know, after those 2 hard-felt series on Control and Hardpoint.
Man, 4 versus 2. Atlanta is doing it again. Savvy and Cloudsy left alive on the side of Manitoba. Let's see if they could get a kill. They actually do get one on the Phoenix, but a trade comes through. It's all up to Not Cloudsy here. Not Cloudsy does go down. Atlanta Dazed up 4-0 in the map. They are making a statement here, at least on S&D. This stadium is theirs. At the very least, this stadium is theirs.
Oh, yeah. And then you got Invictus, who's 6-0 right now. This guy is unstoppable. He's just playing really smart and just getting that info and getting those kills. I mean, him and Walk are just up there right now. They're unstoppable for the side of Atlanta. If you're Manitoba, those are the guys you want to shut down if you want to have a chance in winning some rounds right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is the 5th round, and we only have 3 deaths on the side of Atlanta, and all from one player. Like their team KD is, I think, 16-3, which is just insane to think about. I mean, just shows the absolute dominance they're having.
Oh, for sure. And then right now, that's 3 down for the Atlanta, leaving it all to Phoenix. Let's see if he can win this 1v3. It's not unthinkable. He could do it. He's going to back off right now. Let's see what he can do. He knows there's one on the heady on B. One's going to be in the office to his right. Let's see if Phoenix can do something. You see the one in the office? He's going back off. They're shooting for him. Wedgie was able to kill him. That right there was what Manitoba needed. They needed a round. Let's see if they could keep this going. I want to see a round 11 from these guys.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, not only did Manitoba need a round, they needed to cut down Invictus before they get a Hellstorm. I mean, I think Invictus still got the RCXD, so, still a chance we could play a little bit of Toy Story here. But, I mean, it's crazy to say, but Atlanta Dazed more than doubled their deaths in that one round, which is insane on an S&D in round 5. But, I mean, to their credit, that's how well Atlanta has been playing. But good on Manitoba for stopping that momentum and maybe just scratching their way into this map, trying to make this a little bit more competitive.
Exactly. Yep. I mean, Manitoba was able to win that round. I mean, that's probably big for them. That's probably going to shift the momentum not in their favor, but get that momentum going for them. You won a round. Can you keep that going for the side of Manitoba? And you're on the retake here. And Cloud sees one. Can he pick up another one? No, that's Cam. He was able to run off with his life, but then Cam and Phoenix go down, leaving Walk, and then Walk goes down. Again, Manitoba was able. They're on a little win streak going. They got another round in their favor.
I feel like for the last 2 rounds, Manitoba is just playing Rainbow Six Siege. Like, as soon as one person fires a gun, all of a sudden, like, other Manitoba teammates are coming through the walls and just finding a way to get, like, boom, 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 Atlanta down one after another. I think, like, to their credit, Manitoba is playing as a team here. They're adapting. Atlanta's going to have to stop that. Like, they cannot let Manitoba just, like, break through the walls like they're doing. But yeah, Atlanta, another opportunity on defense here to maybe push us to a 5-2 scoreline.
For sure. I mean, Manitoba, something had to switch in their communication because now they're playing phenomenally right now. I mean, they're 2-4 right now. They can still win 2 more rounds and tie this series. I mean, from the side of Atlanta, you got 2 on B, 1 more coming to help those 2. So let's see how Manitoba is going to play this. You got Go ahead.
It's all quiet on the, I guess, middle front here. I don't know, the 50-yard line. Maybe all quiet on the southern front. How about that? But
I like that.
2 Manitoba members do go down. It's a 4 versus 2. It's looking like Atlanta's going to be able to close this one out here. You do have Lanky playing DJ on the stage, though, just trying to control the music, but does get cut down. The music stops. It's all up to Cloudsy. Victus gets a very nice kill on the Cloudsy. Atlanta wins this round, brings it 5-2.
I think that was a hard push from Manitoba through stage. I mean, if you get caught up, you're surrounded. If someone's up top heaven on either side, you're just gonna be easy picking. So I mean, that was a hard one to go through. I mean, if you're Manitoba, maybe you want to rethink how you're going to do these, take these sites if you're on offense. But Atlanta played that really good. They were able to read it perfectly and was able to win that round.
Yeah, 1 round away on the side of Atlanta from securing this map, staying alive in the series. Manitoba on the defense, though, you see Atlanta just creeping up here. They do get into the center of the map. I don't know if they're gonna run into number 3 and Lanky. No, number 3 and Lanky staring at the A zone. I'm totally reading the map wrong. Thank you, production, for making the map clearer. Atlanta, though, approaching that B zone. If they could get Reggie, who's kind of hiding in the corner here, they might be clear to get a nice plan. It's 4 versus 2. It's definitely tough. It's a 4 versus 1. Get that bomb down. All up to Lanky to save the day here.
Man, and Lanky got a hard. He's got a 1v4 in front of him. He gets 1. That's Cam. Can he get 3 more? This is going to be a hard one to retake. You got 3 players, and it's just you by yourself. You got to play for kills right now. You don't want to make a mistake. You want to go for round. You want to go for another round. You want to win this series. And he gets taken out. That was Atlanta played that phenomenal. They were able to take that site. I mean, if Reggie was able to stay alive and get that kill on Invictus, I believe, that would have been a game changer for Manitoba.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a mess. Control. Atlanta down 2-3 in the series, 1 map away from elimination, 1 map away from losing the title. But Atlanta undefeated in control in the regular season. This might be a map to look out for.
Oh yeah, and off the rip, you already got 3 down for the side of Manitoba. So Atlanta's coming off hot right now. So if they can keep that momentum going, this first round could go in their favor. And you got Walk just in their spawn, just killing them. They're not even having the chance to get anywhere than 10 feet, you know. So if they can keep that spawn trap going, I mean, this might be Atlanta's first round.
Yeah, and that would be a scary sight for Manitoba, especially on an offense. Atlanta already taking it. You see, though, that A point has already come through. Now the focus is on B. Some time has been gone here from Atlanta, but Manitoba scouring around the point, just trying to stop any progress. They don't get that first tick, and if they could deplete that, that's going to be huge. Manitoba still down a little bit in the life count, but this round hasn't gone away from them yet.
No, I mean, Atlanta, you're looking at it, you want to go and get some control of the map, you know, get some power positions going, you know, if you can capitalize on a certain 2 kills or 3, you know. But Manitoba, they just got be locked down. I mean, as I say that, 2 go down for Manitoba, can Atlanta capitalize on that?
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta is going to have to. You see them trying to at least stop the clock, get some time on this B zone. But that player goes down. You have a player number 3, Cam, trying to make something happen from behind Manitoba, but goes down as well. Atlanta is just trying to figure out a way onto the point, but Manitoba is getting great results and just being up in their face. Trade does come through, but Manitoba has full control of the point. For now, down 1 in the live count, which is a hell of a lot better than they were coming off of that A zone. Now even in live count. Let's see if Atlanta can use this final minute to clutch up.
Yeah, I mean, it's just 1 life difference in between these 2 teams. If you're Atlanta, you want to start playing for the hill because it's already at 43 seconds. You know, you don't have much time on your side and lives. You're already dwindling. So you want to start making some big plays over at B. In Manitoba, you are down. You only got 2 players over at B. One's in their spawn, trying to pick up anyone straggling. So Cam's picking up 2 big kills. Let's see if they can capitalize on that right now.
Yeah, I mean, the trophy system goes down. It's Invictus Game 6. That aiming down in that tint area gets the kill, stays alive. And now Atlanta just has full clearance on the point. The trades come through in their favor. 2 ticks are going to be gone for that B zone. Can Reggie get some kills through the garden wall over here? Gets onto the point to stop the progress, but isn't able to do it. Atlanta wins, not on ticks, but on getting the kills down to 0. So 5 ticks for Atlanta, really solid offense, and that's what you want to see from a team clawing their way back into the series.
No, exactly. Atlanta made a big play over at B, and Invictus was able to hold down 10 and picked up, I believe, 2 players. And then you got Cam, who's also picking up players, top plat, and whoever's trying to go for a pinch. So on the side of Atlanta, people were just doing what they need to do and secure that win. I mean, it wasn't off of tick, but off of getting those last 4 kills. So if you're on Toba, you you want to do the same thing back to them. You want to show them you're not out of it just yet.
Yeah, but this round number 2 is going to be crucial as well. Is Atlanta going to drop the defense and nullify their offensive victory? Let's see it. You see Manitoba getting some early kills here, getting onto that A zone, getting at least stopping the clock, but getting some ticks of progress. Walk tries to be the hero on A, but gets cut down. See Lanky pushing a little bit too far into the Atlanta spawn, gets cut down, and now Atlanta is going to huddle around this A zone, trying to fight it from different directions. You see them coming through that wine cellar area. 2 ticks on A, but it looks like Atlanta has done just enough for now to stop A from completely going to the side of Manitoba.
Yeah, and that was the big play from Atlanta, getting all 4 down and able to stop, like you said, that tick and securing that A. And now you got them, the side of Manitoba, trying to figure out how to make some plays over to A or B. You just went 4 down. What is your next strat? What's your next plan? And you can see once Lanky's over here, but he gets traded out, so you got no one at any point or any map control on the side of Manitoba.
Yeah, I mean, you have this number 6 player in Reggie, maybe scouting out offense, but it seems like so easy for this player to get picked apart, but they do get a kill on the walk, and then Cam goes down. Maybe Manitoba's starting to get some momentum here. Atlanta does get a kill in return, but it's all about it, whether or not they can stop this A point from falling. Manitoba is on it at the very least. They're stopping the clock. Reggie loves corners this map, and is just showing Atlanta how much of a fan of corners he is. Does get another kill onto Atlanta. Kill feed is in Manitoba's favor for now, but Atlanta still has map control in the B zone. Manitoba needs to get a few more kills in order to collect some time there.
Yeah, exactly. And Reggie's on a 5-kill streak right now. If he use that, get some kills and save for a Hellstorm, would be a big game changer for the side of Manitoba. You can use that either for this round or save it for the next one where you're gonna need it. And Reggie's gonna get killed before you even get some his Hellstorm. So I mean, that's a big play for the side of Atlanta. Shutting that player down on the side of Manitoba. I mean, no one's there on the side of Manitoba to even get B. No one's been able to be on it for more than 5 seconds before getting killed. So I mean, Atlanta's doing amazing holding that and playing defense.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's just a wall of Atlanta players on the B zone, and Manitoba just cannot penetrate that wall. You see them just one after another funneling onto the point, but those Manitoba members are going down. You have 3 members maybe trying to gather around for one final push, maybe not Cloudsy trying to come up from behind, making a little bit of a sneaky play. But I mean, you don't really have the players in the front to pounce on it. Savvy does get an important kill, but goes down in turn. Finally, you do have some Manitoba members finally getting onto the point, but you're going to need Cloudsy to get these kills from behind. Gets one on 10. Still in 10, goes back onto the point, at least stopping the clock, but surrounded by 3 Atlanta players, and Atlanta has secured a 2nd round in a row. This map is developing to be their map.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're playing an amazing offense and defense. Manitoba they don't know how to react to it. They get A, and then as soon as they're going for B, they're just going one at a time, and they're just lessening their lives. So I mean, Atlanta was able to capitalize on that, using that to their advantage, and also setting up for B too. As soon as they lost A, they're just like, all right, let's set up for B and just hold it, and they were able to.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I see them in the chat. They're saying Game 6 Victus. I think Game 6 Atlanta, quite frankly, they're playing as a team really well. You see it here. There's 3 players on the A point Where was Manitoba? Oh, they were 3 down. Atlanta is just making team moves, and it's paying dividends for them here. A point is secured. They get 3 down Manitoba again. The trades do come through, and now they might be able to get a player on the B point, but map control isn't fully theirs yet. Manitoba still has time to protect the B zone, but I mean, Atlanta just kind of door dashed that A point. Looking strong. I mean, Atlanta is looking like they want to close it out here.
Exactly, and you got Invictus in their spawn, getting those kills and stopping them in their tracks, you know? And then your team's already on point, ready for them to come in and just kill them. And look, if Phoenix picked up a double, Invictus finally gets killed, but look, they're almost done on that second tick. Let's see if Manitoba can do anything. You know, you got to get in there, start either contest it or just get them off the point.
Yeah, I mean, B zone 1 tick away from this map being done. Manitoba's all over it. It's like a baby. They are not going to let it out of their line of vision. But Atlanta, they are crossing that line into the zone. They get cut down. You do have another player at least stopping the clock. It doesn't look like they will be successful. I say that as the reinforcements come in, and now Atlanta is busting through the front with 3 players. It is just a clash of titans here, and it looks like Atlanta is going to be able to do it. You have this number 6 player in Reggie, but they can't get to the point in time. You leave one Atlanta player alive, and that point goes through. Atlanta wins the control 3-0, and now we're back to another S&D. And the S&Ds haven't really gone well for Manitoba. This is quite the comeback.
And you just seen it. I think it was Reggie. He was right there getting those kills, but I don't think he realized that he had to get on the point.
Ladies and gents, the final map of the series, whatever way this one goes, it's going to be an interesting storyline. Manitoba versus Atlanta. Manitoba undefeated in S&D in the regular season. Atlanta undefeated in S&D in the series. After a comeback here, the bullets are whizzing by. We have a team kill, but it's 2v2 for now. And super, I got goosebumps. I can't imagine what the players are feeling.
It's just Cam's picking up a kill. It's a 1v1 right now, and Atlanta's able to pick up that first win of this map 7. I mean, if you're looking at it, the storyline for both these teams is amazing. You know, you got a reverse sweep coming from Atlanta, and then you got Manitoba, who's, you know, the S&D's hasn't been great, but this could be where they change that and actually show us that this is their game. This is their game to win. They want to be the champions.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about it in between the commercial break. I think Manitoba might pull this one out just at the 11th hour, but I think Super's on the side of Atlanta, so like it's so mixy. Nobody knows what's gonna happen, but like look at this aggression here at the A bombs zone. Like this is what we're talking about. Like these teams love to get aggressive. Atlanta won it the first time, but looks like they might lose it this time. I don't know. Even this might go to a round 11, a map 7 round 11.
That would be crazy.
7-11.
Like we said, you know, that a bomb site, it's whoever gets in there first will dominate it, you know. And by the looks of it, they were able to pick up 3 players on the side of Atlanta, and it just didn't go in their favor. You know, it's a 1v2, you know, and you're the last one up, and the bomb's on A. That's a hard one. You know, they got all the information they needed. They just wait for you to make a mistake.
Yeah. 1-1 in the map so far. Manitoba already starting out a lot better than they have in the previous S&Ds. We'll see how this one goes, but so far it's been the offensive team it's been the defensive team that's been carrying these maps through. So we'll see if that streak continues or if Manitoba can chain 2 in a row.
Oh yeah, and here we are with Manitoba. Let's see if they can get some kills or at least get control of A. But they're just waiting. See if someone from the side of Atlanta is going to make a mistake. We got Phoenix picking up 1. That's lucky. He knows he senses there's one with his tower. Gonna help his teammate here on A. That's slow. teams are just waiting. They're just seeing who's going to make the mistake first.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it comes down to so often with some of these slower rounds. It's like, who's gonna make a mistake first? I mean, Lanky's dead. That might be your first mistake, but Manitoba still trying to slow this one down, still trying to get a pick on Atlanta. Clearly eyeing this B bomb site, but the question is, will they be able to pick up the read on Cam in that helicopter area or not? Cam up the ladder, sees the bomb carrier, gets Savvy down, pays for it with their life, but now 3v2 situation, Atlanta at the very least knows where the bomb is, and you see them converging on that location.
Yeah, and it's Phoenix that picks up Reggie, so it's this Clouds is a 1v2. You know, one's gonna be somewhere in the back, and then he gets picked off by Phoenix, I believe, right there. I mean, that's a tough 1v2. You know, that Atlanta team already knew bombs down on the site. They just gotta play for you coming to them, you know, not them coming to you.
Yeah, all defensive wins so far, by the way. Let's see if Manitoba can keep the streak going. But yeah, that was an interesting one. It looked like for a second Manitoba might be able to pull that one through despite the early first blood. But Atlanta carries that one nice. Okay, 2 versus 1 Manitoba, feeling the pressure yet again of being down in the final map of the series. What can you make of this defensive round? You see Atlanta just rushing towards that A side, and Manitoba will at least get the intel, but they get more than just the intel. They get 2 kills. Now it's Invictus and Walker P trying to carry the round through, all up to Invictus. Invictus goes down. Manitoba makes that one quick.
Oh yeah, that was a fast round on the side of Manitoba. You got Savvy picking up 2 big kills, and then again, Invictus and Walker just making just a mistake, you know, pushing out too far and getting picked off with no cover. So I mean, if you're Atlanta, it's 2-2. You're still not out of it, you know. You can still win this.
Can Atlanta keep the defensive streak going? We'll see. Savvy with the bomb this round. It looks like it's going to be another A push, at least for now. The trophy system goes down immediately. Reggie gets a kill on the Invictus. That is the opening you need. Now Savvy, the bomb carrier, is going towards boat and not the bomb. Does get rewarded for it, though. A kill on the Phoenix brings this round to 4 versus 2, and that bomb surely will go down now.
Yeah, and that was a crazy play from the bomb carrier. You don't see your bomb carrier pushing a guy by himself, you know. But hey, it paid out. You know, he was able to get the kill and plant the bomb. Let's see what Walker and Cam could do, you know. It's a 2v2. Cam picked up Savvy. Walker's on site. He picks up Lackey. Last one's Reggie and Spiral. Cam's getting tagged up. He gets killed. It's just Walker and Reggie. Let's see what Reggie got to do. It's 13 seconds. You just got to play for bomb. And no, Walker able to pick up the kill and the defuse. Going up 1 round.
Who was that last player in Manitoba? Was it?
That was Reggie.
Okay, yeah. I think all Reggie had to do was just stay up there a little bit longer. Not Chow. I get the temptation to check and make sure the bomb's not being defused, but I mean, I think that's one that, you know, win or lose, Reggie's gonna look back on and just kind of cringe at. I mean, that's tough. It's tough, but it happens just in time for the defuse. Atlanta gets it. Defensive streak is still alive, by the way. Let's see if it's Manitoba's turn.
Let's see. I mean, if you're the side of Atlanta, you might want to go slow on A, you know, knowing that you lost that offensive round to 2 on the A side, and then the last 2 pushing it and getting picked off. So I mean, if you're Atlanta, you want to go slow, get some kills. But as I'm saying that, Phoenix and Cam go down, and Invictus too. Reggie picking up a double. Can Walker do something in this 1v4?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 1v4. It is looking grim, honestly. I mean, look, it's happened before, but Walker going up the zip. Maybe should stick to walking. Gets cut down. Manitoba gets one again. I mean, at the very least, I'm happy this is back and forth. I'm happy this isn't a blowout like the other SDs have been. Defensive streak still alive. Just gotta say that. I have to. But yeah, it's an even scoreline. Like, this is kind of a banger of a series. Like, what the hell?
I think, like you said in that commercial break, I believe is that Manitoba. I think that red card, they're too aggressive. You know, that map wasn't for them, and this one is. That's why they're in it still and keeping it close. You know, they're aggressive and they could do some crazy plays on this map. You know, so let's see if they could keep that going. You know that, and see if they could take A side right now. No one's here to contest them, I believe, on the side of Atlanta. So this might be an easy plant for the side of Manitoba.
Yeah, a plant goes down on the side of Manitoba. I think one of the earliest plants we've probably seen across these rounds. Now Manitoba just has to defend it. Invictus peeks on a Savvy. A kill not coming through either way there. But Invictus does go down at the hands of Cloudsy. But Cloudsy is avenged. Or I guess Invictus is revenge. I mean, blink and you miss it. Manitoba carries that one through. They broke the streak. They win the offense. I don't even know what happened there. I was too busy yapping.
You had Walker and Phoenix and Spiral both getting picked off at the same time, and then Cam trying to come in through Big Door for a pinch, but then it was an easy read on the side of Manitoba. So I mean, all three went down all at the same time, pretty much on the side of Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, like we were just talking about, Manitoba's aggression, it's working out for them.
It is.
Number two, this is the first time across the series Manitoba's been up in an S&D. This is scary if you're Atlanta. You're going to have to absolutely put the foot on the pedal here. It'll start with a kill on the Reggie as Phoenix is playing elevator operator over here, throwing a grenade down the elevator shaft, not getting anything. Both teams playing it slow.
I think if you're Atlanta, you want to take it slow down. You know, you want to kill Reggie and Savvy. Those two guys are making big plays on the side of Manitoba. If you're able to close those two guys out, it might make your playing the sites much easier. You know, but Atlanta's up by a life right now, so it's a 4v3. Atlanta's just trying to get some info, see what site it's better to go. See what Manitoba can do as Lanky's getting spotted right now.
Yeah, Lanky gets spotted, but a trade does happen. Manitoba down in the live count. It's Atlanta's opportunity to even the scoreline up again, but Lanky knows the bomb is being planted on B and gets it just in time. Just 15 seconds left. It's a 1v1, and now that Atlanta player and Cam is stuck between deciding whether they should chase the player or go for the bomb plan. They've made their decision. They have to get this player. Cam is not going to be able to do it in time. Manitoba 5-3 on the edge of winning the series.
That's just crazy. I mean, if you're Cam, you don't want to plan it because this guy from Manitoba is out there lurking. You want to at least make sure it's a 1v1. You can't plan it. You want to just either go for a kill at that point with how many seconds he had left. You just got to go for a kill.
You can bet that Atlanta is feeling something fierce right now. I mean, can you imagine the nerves? If this round doesn't go their way, the series is lost.
This is the last round. I mean, Manitoba just needs this one round. I mean, if you're Atlanta, you want to shift the momentum in your favor. You know, you start getting some kills, but you're down 2. But you just even it out with Walker picking up a double. So it's a 2v2 right now. Walker knows there's one in the elevator. He picks him up. It's a 1v2. Let's see what Clouds could do by boat here.
Cloudsy could single-handedly win this series, but up against 2 players does get cut down. A very, very sneaky, peeky play. Atlanta 5-4, not out of it yet. Can they give us a round 11, game 7, a 7-11, as some say? This is exciting, though.
You only hope, you know, you're looking at a side of Atlanta. If they could keep that momentum going like they did right there, I mean, we might just see round 11, you know? You just from the side of Atlanta, they're playing well. You're looking at yourself, okay, if we can start training out our kills or start seeing them slip, picking up doubles, that's big momentum in their favor, But we'll see. We'll see what this round brings us.
Yeah, no kills for now. Both teams playing it slow. I think Phoenix is back on that elevator shaft spot. Maybe it's somebody else. I don't know, but they like that elevator shaft. It's Walker this time. Gets some tags, but is unable to get a kill. Throws a grenade down for good measure. But Cam will get the first blood on the Reggie. Atlanta looking good to maybe close this round out. Bring us that 7-11 that they keep trying to manifest into existence. Lanky, though, trying to put an end to these shenanigans. Cam goes down. Still Atlanta with the man advantage, though.
Yeah, I think Cam made a mistake on his controller because he dolphin dived right on the edge, just out and open, making himself an easy target. I think it was by mistake, but again, Atlanta was able to pick up the double kill right there and able to go to a round 11. This is it. This is for the championship. If you're Atlanta, you just need one round. This is your one round, and you're on. I believe you're on offense. I think. If you're Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta on offense. By
So
the way, Game 7, round 11. That means tomorrow, free Slurpees at 7-Eleven. You heard it here now. Just tell the counter that the CRL have the 7-Eleven, then you get a free Slurpee. But the final round, it all comes down to this. Landing on the attacking side, maybe playing pretty aggressive. You see Cam just getting in the middle here, just throwing grenades like it's basketball, not able to get anything. Meanwhile, you have Savvy circling around the flank from this tower. This might be bad if Atlanta doesn't call it out. The good news is, though, Lanky is down, so maybe that counteracts the flank that's developing here.
No, you got one. Savvy was able to pick up Phoenix. Can he stay alive and I'll get another kill? And no, Invictus was able to trade that out, making it a 2 versus 3. We'll see. I think Cloud's spotted one of the players of Atlanta. I think both. Is he going to get at least a bomb carry? He does. That's Cam. Cloud's going to run away, wait for Reggie. Let's see if Atlanta can pull this bomb put this bomb down. Make them come to you.
Yeah, and that's exactly the strategy here. Just make Manitoba come to you. This is the very definition of going down to the wire. It's a 2v2 for the championship. Manitoba slides into the bomb point, gets a kill on the Walker. Now Invictus is going to have to take the elevator down. Doesn't want to peek, though. Is a little bit weak from the fall. Gets some bullets onto a Manitoba player, but pays for it. Manitoba pull out the series after losing 3 maps in a row. They clutched their first SD of the series to close it out and become champions of the final Black Ops 6 series in the Silver North Division. What a series, Super.
What a series. I mean, if